Donald Trump has been sworn in as the 47th President of the United States, and Texans are celebrating. I'm Will Biagini, filling in for Brandon Waltons. It's January 20th, 2025, and these are your headlines. In a historic return to power, Donald J. Trump has just been sworn in as the 47th President of the United States, making him the second president to serve two non-consecutive terms, with Grover Cleveland being the first. While the inauguration ceremony was moved indoors due to freezing temperatures, that didn't stop Texans who were among the thousands of people to travel to Washington to witness the absolutely monumental occasion. State Representative Wes Verdell said he came to the nation's capital because this is a moment in history that, according to him, will not be repeated again for a very long time. He said, quote, "We are at a pivotal point where our country has been on a decline and we have a real chance to turn it around." Williamson County GOP Chair Michelle Evans also shared in the enthusiasm, saying that she's in D.C. to celebrate the grassroots conservative victory and to join thousands of MAGA Americans to witness the end of a very dark era in American history. A specialist recently testified to Texas lawmakers that Chinese-made drones pose a national security threat. Scott Stoffman of the Association for Uncrewed Vehicle System International said that foreign dominance in the unmanned aerial aircraft systems market, which is led primarily by the CCP, threatens critical infrastructure and the United States economy. His testimony was printed in a December 2024 Special Texas House Committee report. Back in 2023, Texas Scorecard investigated DJI, which manufactures the drones, and found that they were purchased by both state and local government agencies in Texas. The Australian Strategic Policy Institute has also found that 80% of the North American drone market and 70% of the global market is supplied by DJI. So what should be done about the CCP drones that are already in use by first responders in Texas? State lawmakers have recommended a statewide ban on first responders purchasing DJI-made drones and phasing out those that are already in use.
America is at a crossroads. Now, more than ever, Texas must step up and lead the country. We don't have time to mess around. The only way to save America is with a strong Texas. You and I know this, but so do the enemies of life and liberty. Therefore, you and I have no choice but to stand up and fight. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and to the enemies of liberty, I say, come and take it.
New legislation has been filed that seeks to end professor tenure at Texas public universities. The measure, filed by State Representative Matt Shaheen, aims to prohibit public universities across the state from granting tenure or any kind of employment status permanently, but it would not affect any faculty awarded tenure prior to September 1st of this year. Now, the legislation also states that boards of regents across Texas would still be able to establish an alternative system of tiered employment status, but each faculty member would have to undergo an annual performance review. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has been advocating for eliminating tenure since as far back as 2022. He argued that tenured leftist professors are poisoning the minds of the next generation and should not be allowed to hide behind the shield of academic freedom. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.